Research is required for this narrative project. I know you may say, well, why in the world do I need to research? I'm making all this up. Well, as writers, we still need to be able to use research for inspiration and for ideas. Let's go through this assignment step by step. Step 1, in Easybib, create a new citation list. Name that list whatever you have named for your working title for your essay. Now it's time to go to Google and look for interesting pages that might inspire me as I write my story. Step 2 involves finding interesting pages on the internet that might inspire my writing. Let's say my story is set in the Wild West. Even though it's a fictional story, I like to look for fun facts because that helps me sometimes inspire information that I want to add. So I'm going to open up one of the websites that I've found. And you know the rule, if I opened it and I looked at it, I need to add it to my citation page. I come over here, I copy that, I go to my Easybib, I create the citation. When the citation appears, I add it to my citations. And you'll notice that I have gone in here and I've capitalized the first words of the title. Even though when I created the citation, the words did not show up, I need to make sure that I edit that citation. Maybe I'm writing a sci-fi thriller and it's set in outer space. I love looking at this to find out interesting things that I might know about space. And I look at some of these articles and I open them to see if there's anything that inspires me. I found this fun article that includes some interesting facts, such as there's no sound in space. I can use that. I think that's interesting. So once again, I copy that URL and I go over to Easybib and I cite it. That article came from Arizona State University, so I put that down as the author. You can see where I've gone in and I've edited the title to make sure that the first words of the title are punctuated. And now I move on. Let's say I'm writing a story and at the end of the story my protagonist is going to be wearing a really wonderful dress. I'm not sure what the dress looks like. So I go to this site, and I know this is a sales site where people are trying to sell things, but I can still find some interesting words in here that I might be able to use in my descriptions. And again, I'm not going to plagiarize and I don't need to cite those sources in my actual essay, but I'm going to look through here and I'm going to find a dress that I like. And I'm going to decide that that's the dress that I'm going to use. And whenever I find that dress, I will look for the description of that dress as I find it. I click on a style I like, I look over it just a little bit. I'm not going to spend all day on this, but I am going to try to find some interesting words that I can use to describe the dress that my protagonist will be wearing. Again, I copy this and I add it to my Easybib. Here is that citation, and I shortened the title to simply semi-formal dresses. I have the title of the website and the URL if the reader needed to get any more information. In the list of images that I provided for you to select your image from, maybe you chose one of the images that's cartoon. And so you're going to be writing a story that is fanciful, that is perhaps for a younger reading audience. And so then if I'm doing that, I might want to come and look at some storyline ideas. And when I open those, I'm going to look at some of the ideas that they have suggested, and I'm going to see if any of those inspire me. I open this page, and of course, I'm going to copy this title, the URL, and I'm going to add it to my Easybib list. That web page offers some interesting ideas that I may or may not like, but they are really interesting ideas for plot summaries of comic stories that are written using cartoons. When you have created the 5 citations that are required, you will click Export All, copy that as a Google Doc, or Word if you prefer that. And then you'll need to connect your account. And there it is, all beautifully formatted. And now I need to add the remainder that I need to add to this before I save it as a PDF. This will be your title, and under below that you will paste in the image that you selected from the list, the image that will be your title image. Then below that, of course, we have the works cited, and that's it. Save that as a PDF, and I do that by downloading to a PDF, and then I insert the PDF in the assignment tab. And that's it. You'll find this process enjoyable and a valuable asset to you as you write the narrative essay final.